Working with friends can have its ups and downs. On one side, you get to hang out and screw around with your friend all day, making money, and who doesn't want more time to hang out with one of their best friends? Going to lunch together, gossiping about the other coworkers together, bad talking the boss together.
Smoldering a toad.
Yep, struggling through a somewhat menial 9-to-5 existence day after day with one of your best friends can make any terrible job just a little bit better. But what if there was a power dynamic involved? What happens when one of you gets a promotion? Suddenly, they're not just a coworker and friend anymore. They're your boss. And whether they're a cool boss or a bad boss may not be entirely up to you. And in the worst case scenarios, you may not even see the friendship survive a dynamic shift like that. Today, we're taking a look at one example of that bond in action in Power Trip.
Thanks, big man. We've all been touched by your bigness.
So long, little guys, and remember, big is good!
In the cold open, we're introduced to the superhero of O-Town, Really Big Man, a hulking, muscle-bound do-gooder and essentially the O-Town equivalent of Superman. All the way down to moonlighting at the Daily Orbit as Lois, apparently.
Good morning, boss.
Close enough. With the grace and strength of a bull in a china shop, everything he touches seems to break and crumble under the pressure of his raw strength. So much so that the property damage of just existing is enough to get him fired from his now former receptionist position.
Lois, you're fired!
What fate has befallen our hero? Will Really Big Man find a job fitting of his delicate and sensible nature? Or will he be forced to confront the unemployment office? Keeping in line with their revolving door of a four-piece core ensemble between Carlos Alice Rocky, Tom Kenny, Mr. Lawrence, and Charlie Adler, despite ever being absent from this segment, we still get plenty of Tom Kenny between Really Big Man and Rocko's boss, Mr. Smitty.
Fire, get out!
Panning out of our comic book world, we find Rocko reading the comic between customers at his day job at Kind of a Lot of Comics. His boss, the cruel hard-ass Mr. Smitty, emerges from his ivory tower of a manager's office to let Rocko know that he's got some errands to run. So Rocko's in charge of the shop today.
Here are the keys to the office. And whatever you do, don't touch the green button.
He gives Rocko permission to hire an assistant to help out while he gets his procedure handled.
Smoldering a toad.
And while we know O-Town is never short on people who are looking for work, we've never really seen what the O-Town hiring pool quite looks like. We saw one side of the experience back in Canned when Rocko was the one looking for a new job.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Rocko? Mrs. Bighead?
Placing a now hiring sign in the window, we get to see the other side of that coin as Rocko begins the process of interviewing the almost immediate line of applicants. Rocko goes through applicant after applicant, some bizarre, some inanimate, and some with a probable felony.
And I'm punching him, and I'm punching him, and I says, what do you mean I didn't give you the right change?
Ultimately, we land on the ever-neurotic Filburt, a character we've seen several times throughout the season already, but not one that's been named out loud. Even in the credits up until this point, the spelling of Filburt's name tends to vary from episode to episode. You have to imagine Rocko would have some hesitations about hiring a friend as a coworker, but after seeing the other applicants O-Town has to offer, it seems like a change in the friendship dynamic is the last thing Rocko is concerned with. Fortunately, Filburt is a huge comic book fan, as we've seen previously.
You turn the page, you wash your hands. You turn the page, you wash your hands.
At least he's passionate about the art and culture. Even a lazy worker can be worth keeping around if they're genuinely interested in the fandom.
Comic books are my life.
With Filburt hired on, Rocko takes an opportunity to check out the aforementioned ivory tower of the manager's office. And it is fully decked out, kind of like what you might imagine the CEO of capitalism's office to look like. From the endless view windows and golden busts to literal towers of ivory that stretch to the heavens above. A bit over the top? Sure, but sometimes that can be how it feels when you see any amount of grandiosity compared to Rocko's more humble sensibilities. While taking the office chair for a spin, Rocko stumbles upon the ominous green button that Mr. Smitty warned him to steer clear of.
Don't touch the green button.
Despite Mr. Smitty's warning playing on repeat in his head, Rocko wrestles between his curiosity and his lawful good demeanor, losing the battle of impulse control by letting the intrusive thoughts win and smashing the green button, which apparently just turns on the massage function of the chair. This, combined with the magic words,
Oh, I love this job.
sends Rocko into a trance like some bizarro office space.
Oh, Peter, what's happening? Listen,
Things go sideways fast. Rocko starts harassing Filburt over sales while spouting half-baked business philosophies and shape-shifting further and further into Mr. Smitty with every trip Filburt takes up those stairs. Between the micromanagement and a rabid customer base tearing the store apart, Filburt gets run through the ringer.
I thought I told you to sell those big man comics. How are you supposed to do that standing around in my office?
I don't know if I should feel relieved that working retail has always been like navigating a bear trap, or if I should feel more concerned that we're a lot closer now to what was considered cartoonishly over the top 30 years ago. Filburt's doing everything he can between running up and down the stairs, taking the abuse, and pushing comics that they don't even have in stock. And it's still not up to snuff for whatever insane standards Rocko thinks he needs to uphold. Despite Filburt's best efforts, he's forced to endure those two words that no one really wants to hear.
You're fired!
Winding up literally on the streets after losing his job, Filburt finds himself desperately looking to the heavens above for answers.
Where are you, really big man? Where are you, really big man?
With the grace of a downed satellite, the hero of O-Town plummets from the skies above. You know, it's admittedly a little hard to tell if really big man is a real part of the O-Town universe, or if he's just a fictional superhero character in a universe within a universe. Is the Daily Orbit real too? Did Lois actually get fired? Coincidentally airing just days before Christmas in 1993, through a pretty direct parallel to A Christmas Carol, really big man uses his bodily superpowers to act as the ghosts of past, present, and future to walk our Scrooge down from his power trip.
Look still deeper into my muscular bosom to view the relationship you and Filburt once had.
The childhood flashback will probably raise some eyebrows if you've been keeping track this season, as we know Rocko moved to America from Australia shortly before the series begins. But with Uncle Gibbs' Dude Ranch in The Good, The Bad, and The Wallaby, it gives us enough connective tissue to make it work, since Rocko makes it clear that he spent some time visiting as a kid.
I remember my first time on a horse. Her name was Jezebel.
Whether you take the whole thing at face value or chalk it up to a dream sequence, similar to A Christmas Carol itself,
Look into the nipples of the future.
it's kind of up to you.
Boy, you don't care!
Smoldering old toad.
No!
Coming to his senses, Rocko patches things up with Filburt. They clean up the store, get really big man to sign some comics, and even turn a profit for Smitty. Yep, in the end, everything seems to work out.
What is that turtle doing here?
That's Filburt, our new assistant.
Fire him!
Well, kind of.
If you're such a good team, I guess you should just stick together then, huh? You're both fired!
At least Scrooge got to keep his redemption. Rocko managed to make everything okay, make the store a ton of profit, and still got fired anyway. I know the lesson is friendship over short-term gain, but maybe just don't hire your friends.
Wow! This can't be happening to me!
Lock up before you leave.
Sure thing, boss.
If you want more Rocko's Modern Life, I have a playlist in the description with every episode that I've covered so far. I've also covered episodes of The Angry Beavers and Courage the Cowardly Dog, so be sure to check those out if that's something that interests you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I'm nauseous.